Hello, everyone, and a happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having a great day, the finishing of a great weekend, right? I should have done that before I came on, but I was so busy about worrying about clicking the numbers, clicking the buttons. Oh, God. I hope I can speak better than I did on Thursday, right? Let's see. I've been practicing speaking. I've spoken all weekend. So hopefully this will help me. As you're coming in, please say hello because I want to know that I'm not stamping alone. And I'm so happy to be here with you for a little stamp and chat. I have some beautiful products to share with you today. They are part of an upcoming super suite that will be available to customers on May 6th in the new annual catalog. If you are one of my current customers, you should start to receive your catalogs if you've not already. I did just send some out at the end of last week. So if you're not seeing them, it's okay. They're still coming your way. All right. And but if you are new to the Stamping Zoo and you've not purchased anything from me before, if you would like a catalog, you can send me your email and in a private message or send it to the Stamping Zoo at outlook.com. Okay. Hello, Jenny, and thank you for sharing. My comments need to be moved. This camera's in my way today. I don't know. I'm just messing around. I don't know what I'm doing around here. Hello, Jean. Hello, Alicia. Nice to see you, girls. It's been a very overcast day here today. It's supposed to start raining. Well, I think anytime, but that's okay by me. Hi, Judy. How are you? So I took yesterday off. I needed to be recording videos all day yesterday. And you know what? I ran into a friend that I hadn't seen, I don't know, since Christmas, I think. And so we ended up going out to dinner. I actually test drove his car. He was thinking about selling it, and I really wanted it. But then he said he wants to keep it. Darn it. Maybe he'll have a change of heart. But anyway, so I ended up running around. And so now, of course, I've been working busily but happily all day long on Stampin' Up! Things, walking my doggies, things like that. And I would like to cook a little dinner after this, but I'm hoping to get at least a couple of videos out to you for the darling dinos, and then I will finish them tomorrow night, even if I stay up until midnight. I promise you. So you will have them, and you may not have your kits yet. When did I send those out? Wednesday, I believe. Lots of them were priority though. So anyway, just a heads up if you're wondering what's going on with Zoobilee this month. I guess I'm trying to, what do I want to say? I sent it out over a week early last month. So I guess I'm trying to make up for that. Not on purpose, but it happens. Hello, Kathleen. Ethel, cheers. I'm having a little diet Dr. Pepper today. I didn't buy a bunch of it, but I saw a couple little bottles of it on sale at Fred Meyer. Did my grocery shopping yesterday, and I was like, that sounds good. A little spicy. Judy says it's a beautiful sunny day after rain during the night here in California. That's perfect, isn't it? Everything is like clean and full of water. I know that right now I have this beautiful red dragon Japanese maple, and it's just flaming scarlet. And the reason it looks so good is because it's nice and full of water. So I'm okay with that. Okay, everyone, we're just going to kind of jump into it, and I definitely have updates for you after we get going a little bit here. I did release the registration for In Color Club about 2 hours ago. So if you received my email, it's in a link there, but we will talk about it here. It's also in a link in the description of this video. So make sure you look at that. And I would love to have you join my In Color Club. We will talk about that more when we talk about all the events, okay? And so this, as I said, is part of a super suite. Both of these are in a suite. In the catalog, this suite gets a 6-page layout. That's a lot. That's a lot of real estate. And it's so stunning. Part of what's so stunning about it are the papers. Now, we looked at these during my unboxing. I believe they're everyone's favorite. Even people that say this isn't their style. I mean, look at them. They're so gorgeous that they're kind of hard to cut into. But I did it for you, okay? So I cut into some of these earlier today. I haven't finished making the cards. Look at this pastoral landscape. I haven't finished making the cards, but you are going to finish making them with me. And you can give me some input if you'd like. These would be beautiful for little home decor pieces or big home decor pieces, I guess. Scrapbooking, 3D items, as well as, obviously, cards. So I don't know if I'll ever get around to using the back sides of the papers because, like, no thanks. And it's not because the back side of the papers aren't fantastic. It's because they can't hold a candle to the front. But you know what? You get your choice. That's why they're double-sided. Because we all get our choice. And maybe you just might need this little pattern. And so anyway, it'll come in handy. All right. Along with the papers and the two bundles. By the way, when you purchase these together, I don't mean together like that. I mean a stamp set and its coordinating die. You get 10% off of the price if you purchase it at the same time. Jean, they should absolutely be framed. And in the catalog, they have a lot of them framed. Did you receive your catalog yet, Jean? You may not receive your envelope until Monday because, I don't know, just you're in a zone. You're in a Bermuda Triangle shipping zone, I've noticed. But for me at least. So anyway, here is the damask. I don't know if it has another name, but anyway, it's a damask embossing folder. It's not 3D, but I will show it to you what it looks like with paper. We have pressed flower motifs. They are little self-adhesive embellishments. They're kind of heavy when I just took them out of there. They have a little weight to them. They don't look as heavy as they are, but they have a pretty low profile. So I think, I don't know. I don't think that they would push your card over the 1 ounce mark, but you'll know best. It depends on how you use them. It also has a classic basic beige ribbon. Look at that weave. Isn't that nice? And we have used this before, I believe, but let's just tie a bow with it and see how we like it. You haven't checked your mail in 2 days? Well, it could be out there. You could have a check in there for $1 million. You know what? I don't check my mail sometimes. I'm like, whatever. I see him come and then I go, I'll get it next time. I guess that's okay. I don't, knock on wood, I don't live in a place where people mess with other people's mail, as far as I know. So anyway, hey, Kathy Sanford. Hello, Anna. Oh, and also I just posted, if you've not checked your emails, I did send out the voting for Chopped earlier today. And so some great entries. From what made me think of it was we have Deborah and Anna here, and they are 2 of the choppers. Now, if you are thinking about trying to challenge yourself just a little bit, it's not a huge project, it's just a little project, please think about joining Chopped. The registration links are in the description below, or if you did it for a while and then if you haven't done it for a while, then jump back in, right? It's only $8 a month. So and you could be declared the winner. So voting is currently going on for April, and you have until the end of midnight, April 30th, to put your votes in. You can cast 1 vote. You can probably cast a lot more votes than that, but the system only captures your first vote. So choose wisely. And it's a difficult choice sometimes. I threw in a ringer this time. I did, didn't I? I tortured them this time. Just a little bit. I put all these beautiful collection of the Mediterranean blooms. So the Night of Navy, Lemon Lolly, all the rich yellows and blues. And then, oops, a piece of real red. So go over there to see how they worked in the real red into their designs. Some of them tried to hide it, and some of them put it right out front. And I mean, that's part of the fun of looking at these things is seeing what goes through people's minds, right? Oh, thirsty today. I've been back here for a while, and I kept thinking I was thirsty, but I didn't go get anything, so that's probably it. I feel like I've eaten Chinese food, though, and I haven't. Okay, oh, one other thing that I want to show you. So I'm wrapping up this month's Free with Purchase class. It was super fun. I'll probably have another one in May, but I'm not sure. I got to get my videos done first before I start making more work for myself, don't I? But these are the cards that are featured in the Free with Purchase kit. So if you purchase, make a purchase of anything of $60, then you get all of the papers cut for you and envelopes for those cards. And then if you purchase, oh gosh, I just forgot. Sorry. I need to get this ribbon out. 1 minute. I forgot to put it in the kits that are sitting out on my counter too. So anyway, your kit will have a little bit of this Fresh Freesia ribbon, which is beautiful. Anyway, you'll get a kit that looks like this if you place an order of $60 or more. And if you upsize your order to, I think it's 75, then I will throw in the Starburst sequins, which are, I think, $8.50 before tax and shipping. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It comes to you, as I said, all the pieces and parts cut, no stamped images per Stampin' Up! Policy, but that's the fun part. You get to do that. And I include all of the cardstock in here for you to stamp and color, so you don't even need to add that. Okay, so I have one more just ready to go, and then I can always make more, but I will be wrapping that up again at the end of April. So last couple of days to get that Free with Purchase kit, and yeah, it's very fun. So let's see here. I think I do want to just kick it off, and let's start with this little packet. So as I said, it's kind of difficult to choose how to cut this paper and what to cut or not cut, to cut or not to cut, right? So I thought I would start with a couple of mini slimline cards. So these cards are going to be as long as our standard cards we make here. They're 5.5, but they're only 3 inches wide, which means they're a 6-inch, a 5.5 by 6-inch piece of cardstock. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and use white because the paper I chose has a lot of white in it, and isn't it pretty? The back of it's a map. Like I said, no, I can't do it. And then let's see, I kind of had that going. I think I had it going down like this because it seems like it's cascading down, right? And then this is one of the die cuts, the single, let me put that right there. I should show you these dies. I kind of went right past those, didn't I? The Gallery Blooms stamp set has these dies. It has one that makes 2 frames and a solid rectangular piece with 1 pass, and it's fantastic. And then it has all of these pieces that open dies that cut out all of these elements, plus additional pieces that are just small detailed botanical. And hopefully we'll be using some of those today. I think they will add a lot without, again, taking away a lot of real estate on the front of the card, because we want to show off that paper. It's so pretty. And then I have some extra frames cut for us. We will see where the wind takes us. And then the beautiful motifs. These are the die cuts. And so you have all of these. 2 of them actually cut out the dies in the paper. And then 3 of them leave impressions in the cardstock. So you could probably snip them out. I think it would take a lot of work. You could snip them out and make them a freestanding die, but they cut into the paper. And so we're going to use one of those for sure. because, well, they're really gorgeous. Why wouldn't we? So again, this is Beautiful Motifs, has sentiments, this textural, a couple of textural pieces, okay? And then these really cool dies. And then Gallery Blooms has the florals, all right, no sentiments, and then all of these extra pieces along with the frame. If I had to choose, no, I can't choose. Don't make me choose, okay? Just join my team so you can get a discount on all of your purchases if you're having a hard time deciding what you can purchase. Join my team. The link's in the description below. You can join anytime. And if you don't want to wait until May 6th, I mean, it is just a few days away, but if you don't want to wait until May 6th, you can put these things in a starter kit tonight. You can get $125 of product in a starter kit for $99 plus tax. Free shipping, all sorts of other little freebies. And then, as I said, you shop with not a permanent discount. You shop with a discount on all things. Okay? So, yes, I threw a piece of Real Red in there. Lots of them loved it. They asked me to do that kind of stuff again, so I will. Hello, Holly. Very nice to see you. Yes, I know. And then red. It was horrible. I have often wanted to do that, and usually I'm really nice. And I don't know, something got me this time, and I was like, this is such a beautiful collection. What is going to challenge them? So I think I like this, but of course I did cut these into two pieces, 3 by 5.5. All right, because I didn't want to have a white border. I didn't think that added anything to these stunning creations. And so we kind of have this. We have a couple of choices. We have this, or we have, no, Jean, I'm not playing Chopped. I'm not putting Real Red in my card. I don't have to. I'll play Chopped. You guys, I'll play Chopped with you maybe on Thursday because I have my own envelope here of supplies. And so I'll play Chopped another time with you. All right, but then we also have this rectangular piece, right, that I think we're going to use on one of them. Okay, I can tell you right now, I want this over there because I think this one looks better with more flowers. And then you get this, which has these miter cuts in the corners. Isn't that pretty? It's like beveled. It's a lot of detail considering how slim the die is. So it's beveled and has miter cuts. And so we're just going to set that aside. But another thing that's great with this is, let's say we're not using that. Let's see if we could use this. We have this technique. Well, we wouldn't do it with this because it just wouldn't show off the paper. But we have this technique where we do different layers, right, of a frame and DSP. And you could do it so easily. You'd have your 3 layers of cardstock or DSP this way. And then you could just cut 3 more layers that are slightly larger than these die cuts. And then you would have I think it's called triple time. You'd just have a triple time card. And so that would be really fun. We'll do that some other time. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't quite ready to cut into this. Can you blame me? Seriously, look at it. It's so gorgeous. You know, I'm always curious about who made these things. I need to know who made this. Was it Caitlin at Stamp It Up? I don't know. But they just look like masterpieces. Okay, so anyway, this one with the little solid rectangle. And then what I was thinking was one of these. Let me see this one. Oh, it looks like it would fit right in there. It's almost like they made it like that on purpose, isn't it? Let's run this through the die cut. So, whoops. I'll do it live on Thursday, yep. And I haven't really thought about it, so it could turn into a real humdinger, or it could be a real masterpiece. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so you just lay that down flat and wherever you want it centered, right? Because it's not going to come out of the piece of cardstock. It's going to be in there, embedded. And then it just ends up looking like this. Oh my gosh. And then of course, if you want to, you can pull it up a little bit. You could also tuck a Stampin' Dimensional underneath this to make it stay up, or you can just leave it flat. I kind of like it in between. Like, I don't want to commit to a dimensional under there, but I do like it popped out a little bit. And so that's like a genius die cut. And, oh yes, isn't that beautiful? So I'm just taking my nails and kind of putting them in there. I know Holly, it looks like it's going to come out, but they've just been so clever with it that it doesn't. Like you'd have to snip it here and there. Anyway, I'm not doing it because I love it how it is. Oh, but here's the happy medium we could do. We could put it up on dimensionals around it. How about that? Okay. And I realize I'm not working on the base of the card base yet. I'm not quite sure if I want to have a layer of ribbon or not. So this makes it a little more difficult, especially if you're trying to use seal, but we will use liquid glue to put this down. Okay, so who has been crafting, paper crafting, working on things, crafting this weekend, and what have you been doing? Tell me, tell me. As I said, I was very bad and I did not work on things yesterday. That was not a good idea. But you know what? I've been wanting to get a car for years. And I ended up, like I said, I ran into this old coworker of mine at the car wash. And I said, God, this is a beautiful car. And he said, yeah, it was my wife's. And she passed away, I don't know, I think a year ago, a little over a year. And anyway, and he's like, I need to do something with it. And I'm like, I'm looking for a car. So anyway, we had fun riding around and, you know, test driving it. And I guess it got me, at least it got me in the, oh shoot, you guys, I'm going to ruin this. Dang it, Harden. It was pretty good, but I wanted to make it perfect. And then, let me see. I swear it's going to go down exactly the same place. All right. Anyway, it looks good, and we're going to put some little elements of nature there. So perfect. All right. I don't think we are going to have ribbon on this because it's too little. There's not enough real estate. But we will put some things in the middle on top of the piece of pecan pie. You've been trying to stay off your right ankle. I know you had some work done, Jenny. So, what do you do? Do you just watch a lot of, streaming shows and you watch crafting? Obviously, you're here. So, I mean, you got some fun things to at least read and, watch, I hope. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you planted the gardens. Your vegetables, Alicia? Probably. I know you have some veg going on there. Okay, so it's this one that has all the little pieces. We don't want to, let's see. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? It looks like it could go right up the side of something. I kind of want, I think I like this thing a little bit more with this. And maybe this. If you're planting an annual pot, you have thrillers, fillers, and spillers. These look like thrillers. No, this would be a thriller. This would be a filler, these two. Where's a spiller? I don't have a spiller. Okay, it's all right. We're going to use these. And so, oh, dahlias are so beautiful. Let's do Mossy Meadow. And let's do, what is the center of this flower? I think it's just Mossy Meadow. There's so many colors in this paper. So let me take a look at the code. I'm sure you know that dahlias usually don't winter here in the ground unless they're protected. But that's what Joe's for. You can dig those up in the fall. Okay, God, there's so many colors. Basic beige, basic black, basic gray, calypso coral, cloud cover, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, lost lagoon, mossy meadow, peach pie, pecan pie, secret sea, and smoky slate. I think we're going to do old olive and mossy meadow. Yeah, just a couple little pieces. And I don't even know if we're going to have a sentiment. We have room to put a sentiment up here on, if we find just the right die. Or we may just put it inside. Okay, so I just need a little bit of mossy. Let's see. I usually don't keep the tiniest pieces of paper. Okay, there we go. And old olive. It's old olive. Yeah, it's Regals. I had a brain blip there for just a minute. They are finicky, but definitely worth it. I'm with you. Now you make me want to plant some. You know what? I have not been very gung-ho yet about planting, which is fine. It's a little early to plant tender annuals and things like that. I don't know. I've been knee deep in, I've been knee deep in work, but I've been knee deep in just enjoying all the beautiful things that we have in the craft room. So, and quite honestly, I have tons of landscaping plants. I just need to plant some annuals. So, in my pots. Okay. And let's just cut these out because I don't know which one we're going to use. And they take up such a little piece of cardstock that it doesn't matter. We can have plenty of all of them. I know, I tore it so fast, didn't I? That's me. The silver bullet of paper crafting. Certainly not of running. That's fun. It looks kind of like the cutout, the pop out though. I think I want these other ones that are more solid. So good to know. Now you could use a ton of different kinds of florals as well. That would be really fun. Or foils. Did I say florals? No, we've been talking about too many florals. Foils, you could use that, or any of your specialty papers, glimmer paper, all that stuff would end up being, if you have little pieces and parts of it, that would be beautiful for all of these little dies. They're going to make a big impact. Oh, are we going to have enough? Barely. We have this still. We have plenty. We have enough to make 7 or 8 of these. Okay, and then I started listening to this audiobook. It really is it's like this little series. It would be like a summer read, and then I'm doing it on audio, so it's not like, I don't know, it's not junky, but it's not going to win any Pulitzer. Let's put it this way. And I don't have to read just highbrow books, believe me. So anyway, I started this series, and I think the author's name is Jenny Cooligan. It's Audible, so I kind of forgotten, but it's on this island. It's set in this island in Scotland, and it's got a little bit of love story, but not so much that I gag. Only thing that's kind of cheesy about it is it's obviously a person has a Scottish accent, which is great. But there are some American characters in her American accent. I swear we don't sound like that. Not any of us. So anyway, she does her best, but I'm kind of like, oh God. So, geez, could I recommend it? I'm listening to the second book, so I guess I'm recommending it. You know, sometimes I put those things on when I'm going to sleep now, and then, like, I set it on a timer for 15 to 30 minutes, and then, like, if I miss 20 minutes of it, big whoop. I rewind it, or I don't. Because, again, it's not East of Eden or anything. I don't think I'm missing out on a lot. So there, I started that kind of light reading stuff. And I'm also reading The Midnight Library, which is my current book club read. And we are meeting on Wednesday. Ooh, one more thing to do. We're meeting on Wednesday, so I got to get that done. It's very interesting. It's very thought-provoking. It really makes you think about, like, oh, what would I do in this case? And I don't know. I don't want to cover up this beautiful die cut, but we may have to just a little bit. I almost wish I would have put it on the other way now, right? I wish I would have put it on there, but too late. Too late. We have another piece that we can work with. You get out of there. I don't think that's too much. What about this? I mean, it is little. It is a little guy. No, I'm not loving that. What about... Okay. Oh my goodness, Jetty. You got quite an ordeal to get your ice pack. I think you need to hire a a butler. I think you do. You need a butler. And I was thinking about this. Tucking them in back behind, and then we don't miss any of it. You know what? Let's get a sentiment on this thing. I'm feeling like it needs something up here to balance it. So we're just playing. All right. I don't plan on taking an hour on this little mini slimline card, but we might. Okay, so both of them are photopolymer sets, and I'm here for you always. I'm just looking at what fits. I'm here for you always. They would all be pretty good. You've been on my mind. I really like that one. Let's put that up. Let's see if we can get a little circle out of stylish shapes and put that on there. Well, not the littlest. It's gonna have to be the next one. Oh, that's a nice size. Okay, I like that. And then let's do that. Who has this set of products, any of these products, and have you been working with them already? Tell me, I must know. And also, if you would be so kind, please like, comment, of course, because I don't want to be out here alone, and share this video. That helps me so much. Bring people into the Stamping Zoo to find out what we're all about, okay? So please invite, share that link. Let's have some more Old Olive, shall we? Need another little tiny piece. Whoops. Well, that one's pretty good. And we'll use Mossy Meadow to stamp our sentiment. Meme? No, you meant me, didn't you? Oh, you meant me? Okay. I bet you did. Good, Deborah. And Deborah, you're really prolific. I see you stamping a lot. And the thing I like is that you share a lot, because it gives me ideas. I like that. And thank you for sharing the video, speaking of. But you share your creations a lot, which I love. So it's very fun to see that. So you guys, if you make things, you put it out there. Be loud and proud. I love to see your work. Okay. Speaking of you've been on my mind, I made a couple of phone calls today to my aunts, my mother. They were on my mind. All is well. And I went to dinner with some other friends on Friday night. Oh my God, look at me. What is going on with Harden? She's going crazy. That's really pretty. And now, let's see. Will this look odd if we put some of the, what is this? Oh, got it. If we put some of these back here, that look weird. I don't know if it's going to look very balanced, but we could put like one back here. Okay, one right there. Hold on. And then, well, put a couple down in this corner. Maybe not that one. That one's just not going to work for this deal we got going on. We could just put this one. I'm going to do that. Why not? Okay, so this guy needs to go in there. He may have to get trimmed. He got trimmed. I know, right, Jean? Do what you can to get on my social calendar. I'm 6 weeks out. Not really. It was an oddity, to say the least, but it was fun. Now I'm all socialed out. I'm getting back in my hedgehog hole. Too much socialization. She's gonna get weird. Oh, wait, she is weird. Oh, we just had, okay, so my friend, again, my coworker that I went out to do the test driving with, he said, let's grab some dinner. We'll drive around and then grab some dinner. I go, okay. And so anyway, we dressed in the same color shirt, which was like this color. Okay. And then jeans, both of us blue jeans. He had white tennis shoes. I was going to wear my white tennis shoes, and then I wore these metallic flats. Thank goodness. And when we walked into the restaurant, our waitress said, oh, we were just talking about how cute you guys are in your matching outfits. I go, okay, no, that wasn't the intent. Okay. Oh my gosh, we were laughing so hard. And then when we left, the person seating people, I can't think of it right now, she said the same thing. You guys' outfits are cute. He is like, he's probably 75, 77. Okay. And I'm 56. And we were laughing so hard. I was like, your guys' outfits, like we have done this on purpose. So anyway, we found somebody outside the restaurant and had them take our picture. And so I told you what our outfits looked like. And then we were both holding brown takeout boxes. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. He's somebody that's easy to laugh at things. And so we were thinking that was pretty darn funny. Oh my. You got to just laugh at the everyday stuff, don't you? It's just kind of fun. Okay, I think that we're going to nip that. I keep trying to put all these little pieces and parts. I know, Holly. It was so cute. I mean, it was like we were two teenage girls. I like your guys' outfits. Thanks. And I had a halibut dish that was really good. But it's a good thing I don't eat out often. I'm not totally concerned about what the price of food is. It's expensive, y'all, especially when you eat out. And I noticed it. And so I was like, whoa, mama. Now where'd those cute little embellishments go? Come on. You are right here. Where are you? I did this earlier. I was looking for something that I literally had my hands on 5 seconds before. And then I was like, okay. I was talking to it. Where are you? You are right here. Nope. Does anybody see them? The pressed flower motifs. Come on. This is crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Well, we're going to skip those for now. But we need some of the embellishments under the die. Oh. No, darn it. That was a good idea, though. Let me look at under this one. No, darn it. That was a great idea, though. Oh, there they are. They are, Jenny. Yay. Okay. Brother. Questions only get harder, Lisa, as the night goes on. Okay, so let's take these little shotgun shells out of here. They're heavy, like I said. And let's put, looks like there's 2 different sizes. Okay. I was going to take one right out of the middle, and then I thought that probably would drive some of you bazonko. And then let's put just 2 down here. You know what? It's simple. I think my biggest challenge with using this paper is showing restraint. It's going to be showing restraint because look at it. I mean, the paper is doing the work. Leave it. Just leave it alone. It's so cute. And then, like, what a cute size. I think it's a really cute size. Fits in a regular envelope. And away we go, right? Okay, so let's take a look at, I'm going to show you the 2, I'm going to show you a couple of hints or tricks. One thing is when you cut those, when you cut out the frames, you know, it's rather large. It takes up quite a bit of your paper, and you can cut it out of half a sheet of 8.5 by 11. But it leaves kind of like just enough of a border down below that it gets kind of awkward. But if you have some 12 by 12 paper, this is a 6 by 12, and I cut out 3, as you can see, with a very little, like, I'm going to throw this away. So, and this is the white willow. I think that's what it is. I got it at On Stage. And so anyway, this is the 12 by 12 paper that we carry. And whoops. And so anyway, you have hardly any waste. So just a thought. Also, I cut out some extras because we are going to stack and adhere some of the frames together to you know, give the frame more of a dimensional look. Okay, that was our starter card. I got warmed up, right? Okay, now I have either Secret C, or this is a very cool combination, I think. Look at this paper. Okay, so we can do this one with cloud cover, or we can do the one with Secret C. Which would you like? Yes. Absolutely right, Jenny. There it is. I hope it's, oh, it's like a perfect. Okay, I'm going to do that because Jenny is so smart. And then you guys can tell me which color composition you want to work with next. Because I just have them cut out. And like I said, I have a few pieces cut out. I have some ideas, but I'm waiting for your inspiration, your help. And then this guy is going to go in here. I'm going to get a lot of the white right there and right there. Okay. Oh, brother. Really got that. Secret C. All right, Holly. Look at this. Oh, so sweet. Good idea, Jenny. Fit perfectly, didn't it? And then didn't go to waste. Could use what was left from cutting out frames. Yes, definitely. You can use those for any scrapbook layouts. You know, as I'm saying, like, it's kind of a shame to cut these papers. Well, this is 6 by 6. You could use it as just, you know, the element on your scrapbook page. You could either put photos around it. You could put it in one of the corners or on one side. And so that would be a really pain-free way. Then you wouldn't have to cut the papers. And that would be a good idea. Okay, we're going to work with Secret C because Holly said so. I love it. And but first, I'm going to tell you about what's going on here at the zoo because I need you all to know there's so many fun things. Okay, so first of all, please note there is no host code anymore for the Stamping Zoo or anyone else because Stampin' Up! Has turned your host code rewards into just Stampin' rewards. And everybody gets Stampin' rewards of 10% on orders of product $20 or over. That's it. How easy is that? And how nice is that? You know, you used to have to place a $150 order before you got host benefits. Now you get Stampin' rewards if you place a $20 order. So you can also save up these rewards for they expire after a year. And as you use them, you are using the oldest ones first, okay? Please know that there will be some restrictions on free with purchase orders from my side of things. So, but I will try to make that just as clear as possible. But I don't think it's going to change a lot of things, except that I'm really happy that we all get to have all of these rewards now. So please keep an eye on that when you place your orders in the upper right hand of the Stampin' Up! Website. It will give you a running total of what the amount of your Stampin' rewards. And if you're shopping with me and you have any questions about that, please just contact me and we will work through it. Okay. So yes, make sure you opt in. As I said, the link for this went live just a couple of hours ago. The first payment will be due May 4th. Now this is, when you sign up for this, you are signing up to receive and pay for 5 months of classes. And in exchange, I'm going to work my heart out for you for, well, not just for 5 months, but you know what I mean. You're going to get, it's a huge collection of in-color product, as you can see here, plus a class every month of 4 cards, and I will choose one featured stamp set. I already have the first one chosen. I'll grab it here in a minute, but you can either purchase that stamp set, you can use what you have, or you can purchase it from yourself, you know. And anyway, on your 5th month, I'm going to send you a free full package of the Florals and Bloom Designer Series paper. It features all of the new in colors, or I will let you have a $12.50 product credit. So if you don't want to wait to get that paper, or you don't want that paper for whatever reason, I'll just let you choose something else, as long as I can ship it and it's not cost prohibitive, okay? So anyway, you're going to get all of these things, including the class, including a handmade gift each and every month from me. Some of the gifts will be, well, the things I have in mind are stamping, what do I want to call them? I'm just going to keep it a surprise. I'm just going to keep it a surprise, but just know it'll be some things you will want and some things you will need. How about that? Okay, everything gets packaged in a sturdy storage box and a vinyl zippered pouch because I want it to get to you perfectly. And I guess my record's pretty good with the last couple of years of doing this as a class. So please keep that in mind. You can, the link's not up on my website yet, but that's fine because you can just go right down into the links attached to the description of this video and sign up that way. Again, the first payment won't be due until May 4th, and then after that, it will be due on the 4th for the next 4 months through September, okay? All right, and as I said earlier, you get that free with purchase if you place an order for $60 of product, or if you supersize it to $75, I am going to give you the kit plus a full package of the sequins. All right, please don't forget, I have a little class on the side to go. It's not really a little class, it's 10 cards. It's 2 each of 5 designs. So it's 8 cards and 2, you'll make 8 cards and 2 projects. It's just colorful and fun. You can see here it features products from the On the Go Mega, it's called On the Go Suite. It is $49. That includes shipping. If you add the bundle, I will pay the shipping and tax. And videos are pending on this too. I'm so sorry. Please whip me with a noodle if you can't stand it anymore, but I am going to get on it. So anyway, I have these ready to go for you. And you also get some pillow gifts and door prizes just because it was fun to put together. So the first few of these went out the door on Wednesday as well. And if you combine it with another order, another kit or something, and I can combine both of them in the same shipping, then I will do that and give you a credit back. In fact, I owe Anna one because I was able to package 2 of her orders in one priority box, and in that way I save shipping. So I do that for you on the regular. I just don't always mention it. Okay, so I just want you to know that. Let's see here. Oh, May Stamp Camp, if you're going to be in Boise or want to be on Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m., we're going to be making cards here at my house. 4 cards using current beautiful Stampin' Up! Product. And the cost is $25 or free with a $30 order. You can register today, but you do not pay until the day of class. Please don't forget about the Zoobilee Crafty Kit. It is coming your way. Please register by May 5th so I can order product bright and early, midnight on May 6th. Okay? And it is a class where you make 5 cards on one project, and you choose when you work on it because it comes to your doorstep, and I send you tutorials in both written and video format. So that's just a peek at what's going on around here. And I hope you join me for any or all, frankly. It's very fun. Hello, Roz. I'm so happy to see you jumping on. I hope you had a nice dinner. I don't know, when am I going to eat? 9 o'clock tonight, but I'm going to make a pizza because I bought everything for it. And it was called, some of you may follow this gal. Her website is Half Baked Harvest. Half Baked Harvest. She's very prolific. I wonder if she makes all the recipes. But in any case, they all look really like unctuous, delicious. And most of what I've made over the years have been really good. So anyway, she had something on there last week for a spinach dip pizza. I think that was what it called. Anyway, and basically it's like spinach and cheeses on pizza dough. What's not to like? I don't think there's a sauce because it's going to be really saucy. So anyway, it's going to be yummy. I'm sure. And then I want to make these also from her site. She had some Mediterranean marinated feta orzo salads. You know, you put them in jars, which I really like that method. And so, you know, I don't know. Who's going to make that for me tonight? Cash? I doubt it. Okay, well, here it is. Here's this beautiful, another, like what, I'm sorry, I keep saying beautiful. But again, like, that's nice. It's very pretty. In other circumstances, I'd be happy to use it, but I can't. I cannot in good conscience turn this paper over. Now, Jill mentioned something that I actually did see. I think Tammy White made an accordion card with these papers. And that's a great way to do it. And this one, in fact, I have it set up so that you could see both sides. This is not an accordion fold, but this is where you open the card like this, right? And then it would look like this on the inside. So, and then for this one, you attach it in the back. So yeah, if you can use any of those techniques we have to show off both sides of the beautiful paper, Jill has a very good point. Then you don't have to choose. And but we are going to choose on this card. Sorry, we have to, but we're going to use Secrecy. Oh, I love it. It's such a beautiful color. Of course, it's one of the new in colors. And I cut white for the inside because I think it just looks, I think that it looks, you could use Pool Party too, actually. But I think that looks really crisp and beautiful together. So let's take a look. Now, I almost thought, or I didn't almost think, I thought about taking these and die cutting in my DSP with that as well. I think that would be really fun, but I don't know if I'm brave enough. Let's start with these. Remember I told you I showed you that I cut 3 sets of the frames with out of a 6x12 piece of cardstock. Let's think about doing this kind of a fun thing where we do this open frame. No, I think it needs the bigger one. Where we do this open frame and leave the margins, leave designer series paper outside. You could either do that or you could make it look like a real framed photo and trim off the excess. But I kind of like this look. And when we're doing that, now we can think about, it's going to be kind of the same setup where we're going to have some sort of a sentiment off in one of the corners, and maybe then we will use some of the foliage pieces, or we will stamp and die cut a couple of those larger pieces. So let's take a look at the other elements. This is not the same flower, but of course it's gorgeous. We could run it up the sides. Oh, I want to show you also. These are in my email from earlier today. So if you haven't signed up to receive my emails, you're kind of missing out on lots of free information, inspiration, printables, and everything. And guess what? The link is right below this video. So these were the 5 cards that I made with our featured colors. Now this one, I had to, jimmy it a little bit, had to MacGyver it, because we don't have cloud cover ink at this moment. Hopefully we will, but we don't. This is 2nd generation Misty Moonlight. And this is Versamark, which is great. Don't forget about Versamark, but you can't use Versamark and get the same effect on white, right? But anytime you're stamping on the cloud cover, you can stamp directly on it with the Versamark and get the look that we want. It's going to be the closest. But you're going to run into trouble, of course, if you're trying to stamp cloud cover on white. So anyway, I did a 2nd generation. These little techniques will be, I guess, in my back pocket in case we don't receive cloud cover. But if we don't receive it for whatever reason, we will substitute product in the same amount, or I'll let you choose something else, okay? So you're not going to miss out on that anyway. This is Timid Tiger. Here's that Secret Sea. And then finally, Strawberry Slush. And so I just love them. So anyway, you need to be getting my emails because you get close-ups of all that stuff, okay? All that good stuff. All right, now this is quite beautiful, I think. It would be really pretty in silver foil. It would be very pretty in Pool Party, or also in Secret Sea. So it's kind of hard to choose, right? I like it just fine in white. And then let's go ahead and run this long, or the largest flower, the feature flower, I guess, up the side. Let's do that. Okay, I love it. Very, very pretty. And it's, ooh, we have all that white in the frames. I'm going to try it on Pool Party. Let's try it on Pool Party. See if we like it. Oh, I don't think this is big enough. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, great. Alrighty. I know Cash would eat a spinach dip pizza. That must be what it's called, spinach dip pizza or something. Maybe on that, like stink on a monkey. And he probably will still try. I don't think I'll be giving him that. It's going to be a little too fatty for them. For me too, if you want to, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to eat it. And, oh gosh, it's just so gorgeous. Oh, no, that's not Pool Party. Is it Balmy Blue? I don't know. Let's see. We could emboss it on Secret Sea with white. What about that, friends? Let's try it. because who likes to heat emboss? Everybody's raising their hand because everybody loves to heat emboss, don't they? You do. You know it. This is really pretty. I'm just going to keep it in the stash for something else. But it might, like I said, it might be balmy blue. Might have both of those colors in this lineup for all I know. No pool party. What is it? Is it Lost Lagoon? Oh, now I don't know. Is it cloud cover? Oh, it might be cloud cover. Okay, it probably is. Boop. Now I'm going to give myself a pass then. That's why I didn't know. Okay, so since we were just talking about that technique, come on, mister. Oh gosh, look at all the frames I have in here. I have a ton of frames. Okay, there. Ooh, pretty. I'm very partial to that cloud cover. I mean, to that Secret Sea, I tell you. It's quite gorge. Now, let's take the Versamark. Oh, I left it on my desk, you know, so I wouldn't need to look around for it. And normally you'd probably set this down on your desk. You have more chance of dropping it, doing it the way I was doing it. But then let's just, I'm going to bring this in. This is Versamark, okay? And it's non-bossed or anything else. It's just Versamark. Like you're stamping with cloud cover, except we don't have any. Okay, so it will be slightly lighter than the ink pad that hopefully we eventually get in cloud cover, but it's quite close because it's just a watermark of the color, whatever you're using it on. Okay, it's going to be the best way to do it. The other way to do it is to take the Stampin' Right marker, but I'll tell you, I have not had good luck doing this, especially on photopolymer stamps. It just doesn't seem to take the ink very well. So I like this. Okay, now, since I just found that frame, let's take a look and see what we think about this situation. I'm going to die cut this out. All right. Where is it? Again, you're going to spend most of your time just looking for things. There's so many products in this suite, I tell you. I'm going to take this one to the big mama machine. I'm going to, now this is a slower drying ink, so I think I'm fine just die cutting it right now, but if you are going to mess around with it too much, you need to either set it aside or use your heat tool and dry it a little bit. It's slow drying, of course. We like that when we're heat embossing, but we don't really like it for other things. All right, let me run this through. Oh, I have a brand new embossing plate. I mean, who doesn't love that? Brand new, no more. And let's see, it popped right out. Oh, mama, that's very pretty. That's very pretty. What do you think? Now, we could, it's very faint. I mean, I like it, but it's kind of faint. We could put this on white in cloud cover. Let's try that. I mean, I'm having fun. I mean, we're going to heat emboss in white on cloud cover, okay? So that's another way where you're going to have an image that looks like cloud cover because the cardstock is, but then you're going to stamp on it in white. You could also stamp on it using clear. And that will give us a very interesting look as well. Okay. So now we are doing standard heat embossing. Okay. Goodness, I told you, 6-page layout in the catalog about all these beautiful things. So keep it in mind, you can buy each piece separately. There is a 1 item number in the catalog if you want to just like buy it all. Those item numbers, when you purchase everything with 1 item number, please keep in mind that even if one of the items is not available, then that button won't be activated. It will look like you can't purchase the products, but you can purchase everything except for whatever's out of inventory, okay? And again, if you have questions about that kind of stuff as you're ordering, boy, I got close to the edge there, didn't I? Please just let me know and we'll work it out, or I'll place the order for you. No worries. If you do have something as you're receiving your catalogs and you are wanting something in particular, please let me know. I will be up at midnight placing orders, and you can also let Jean know because she'll be up at midnight placing an order too, won't you, Jean? But if you don't want to be, then guess what? I'll do it for you. Yes. What do we have going on there? That is kind of a big, see that? It's like, come on. Let's see if I can clean it up a little bit with my brush. This is probably going to work out. Okay. All right. We'll do it. See what happens. See what it looks like, right? Is anybody with me? Or is this thing on? Is this thing on? Bueller? Are we on? Oh. It wasn't scrolling down. Okay, Bueller, it is on. Just wasn't scrolling down. I hope I didn't miss it. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Stamp the rose with Secret C on cloud cover. Ooh, that's a good idea. We'll try that next. Okay. Jean is up until 2 or 2:30. You rock it, lady. You're anxious to see Secret Sky. It's good. It's very good when you have it in your hand, right? Because then you can really see how it compares to the other colors. Ooh, this is pretty. This is pretty. Sorry, I don't know why I was doing it over there. I'm like, I kind of forget that you're not here with me stamping. You're like, we're missing the best part. The transformation. Look at that. That's beautiful. See, there will be ways, like, I'm not saying we're not going to get cloud cover. I hope we get cloud cover. But there will be ways to still work with and appreciate cloud cover in the In Color Club. Okay. I love the white embossing too. And I love our Wow embossing powder. It really is kind of a notch above what we had before. So works the same way. You can use the old stuff. It's fine. But as I'm always telling you, change that out every couple of years because every time you use it, you're picking up all sorts of paper fibers, different colors. Okay, what? Is that thing stretched out? No, I guess it's just really close. Okay, it's very close margins on this die cut. I gotta take a minute with it or I'll be so sad. Okay, we got it. Alrighty. Oh, it just moved. Sorry. Brother. I guess I'm glad it did that before I put it into the under the plate. Oh, come on. Don't torture me here. Don't torture me. Come on. You can do it. Kind of hard to get tape to stick to embossing powder. Oh my gosh. Are you sitting down? I hope you're sitting down. Look at it. That's gorge. Here it is really subdued with Versamark, right? But this, we needed something more bold to stand up to all of this. Now let's see. Oh yeah, that's better. Now, I'm not planning on seeing those like that. I'm planning on stacking these so they have more presence than just, they have more dimension than just one single piece of cardstock on top. This is really pretty. I'm liking it. And then we're making extra pieces as we go along here for later. Maybe one night we'll just have a game where I just use all these old or all these, you know, die cut pieces that we've made. And we'll make something new. Oh, good, Deborah. She's already got her list going. Okay, everybody. So if you don't have your list going, poor you. But I bet you already do because look, I'm helping you with your list right now, right? If you just are thinking, I can't find anything I like. Oh, brother. I have a hard time not rolling my eyes when somebody says that to me. There is nothing I like. Like, really, nothing? You're sure? Nothing? Then I say, well, I bet I can talk you into something. And they say, no, don't. Don't do it. And then I know. Petty in my hands. Hello, thinking of you. Celebrate. You've been on my mind. Now, I don't think I want to use those metallic embellishments on this. I want to use something else. You're not going to put your list together until the catalog goes live? All right. That works too. Now we have just, you know, my favorite sentiment, hello. It might be kind of little on here, but it might be kind of fun. Just like right here, and then it doesn't take up a lot of space, which is probably what they were thinking when they put the stamp set together, don't you think? They put little sentiments with this paper because they knew we wouldn't want to cover it up. So brilliant, so smart. Stampin' Up. Okay, let me see this thing. Yeah, let's try it. Since we're in our embossing, on an embossing kick, let's try and emboss this sentiment in white on Secret Sky. Do I have any? Oh, I have some. Looks like a big piece though. What? It's a whole card base. Oh well. Oh no, I guess not. Okay. That's better. I mean, for right now, I just need a teeny tiny thing. Let me try and stamp on this. It's easier to emboss with a larger piece of paper, but I hate the pressure of trimming it out afterward. I get all worked up, if you can believe that. Yes, you might have a catalog right now, Jean, since you've decided that checking the mail is optional. Don't you have your grandkids come over? Isn't that their job? To check your mail? Maybe they haven't been around for a while. They better get on that. They better get on it. Okay, it looks like, I don't know about that E. Let me try it again. Maybe I smashed it in there too much or used too much pressure. I'm going to take this other side because I want a straight edge. And let me go a little bit lighter. So the smaller the stamp, the less pressure. Oh yeah, I think that's better. It's just going to be a little, I mean, it's just a little stamp, so that looks pretty good. Here's the other one. We'll do both. See what happens. It's not raining here yet. That's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. Your help took a trip. I get it. Oh, this one's kind of crooked anyway. I'm glad that first one turned out great. Oh, you guys, it turns out a lot better than you think it would. I thought it was going to be all over the place, but look at how clear it is. That funky E. See, that one's a little bit off. Okay, now I'm going to take my, what is this called? Swiffer. Should be using it to dust my bedroom, but I'm not. We're crafting. We don't have time for that silliness. It did rain here. Oh, okay. It's on the way. Alicia is that way from me. So she can give me the news report because that's usually the way the weather comes. Let's see here. I need a trimmer. Okay, so Kristen and Carolyn, when you get your kits, they're beautifully packaged, but now I have to cut a slit in the top of them to put ribbon in there and seal it back up. Sorry. Oh no, that's not good. Don't do that. It's not a straight edge. Okay, I know you guys can't really see it. I'm trimming out this little guy. Okay, because I'm not brave enough to trim it with the scissors because I end up whittling it down to nothing. Okay, who's been watching? I think it's called Your Friends and Neighbors. It's on Max and it stars John Hamm. Guys, I love that show. There's a new one on tonight. Thank goodness. It is so clever. I mean, he looks good. He's a great actor in this thing. It makes me want to watch Mad Men again. And anyway, it's a super cool show. So anyway, highly recommend it. Hello. And all right, let's see. We have a million different elements, embellishments. So we are going to find something else that goes a little better. We're going to keep it on the lighter side. Now I could use seal. This is wide enough for seal, but I want the edges I want this to sandwich together, you know, kind of up to the edge. And you don't really get that with seal. So it's like smushing out. The thing we kind of don't like about liquid glue is the thing, when you want to go edge to edge, it's the thing that really helps, is it's like smushing out there. So it's helpful for that. You just have to like see how much I'm putting on. Not a lot. Okay, this guy, and it should go right into place if you do it this way. Maybe, and it didn't. So, and it didn't. Okay, I could get out the Stamparatus and use it, you know, as like a corner, but there we go. I think we got it. So you will see, oh my gosh, no, I didn't get it at all. That was way off. What is wrong with my gluing skills tonight? Okay, let's see if I can still use it. I think we can. I don't want to die cut another one. You don't want to mess around with that. Nobody got time for that. Oh, I finished my cards from Thursday night. Remember when I was kind of casing myself? And I love them. I'll show them to you after we finish this masterpiece. But delightful wishes, you guys. I'm so glad it's sticking around because I didn't have enough time with it. And I need it. I need it. So let's put this down. Now the ribbon that I was thinking of using is basic beige well, it's basic beige in this suite. But again, we are using a particular piece here that is mostly white. We're not going to get to my third card, but that I was going to use the basic beige on. So probably I will make it for you later this week, and then we'll just take a look at it. Now I'm going to glue this down flat. So it's hard to see in real, it's hard to see this on the camera, but it gives this more of an embellishment feel than just a piece of cardstock. It's more like a frame would be. It has a little bit of dimension to it. So let's do this because we love it. We can't stand it any longer. We must put it on there. Okay, and then this is going to go over here. I mean, it's delicious. It's delicious. If it were a candy or a cake. Hello, Cynthia Ford. That's okay. You're never really late because you can always just watch it on replay, right? And speaking of, most of you are watching this on replay. And so, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. All right, let's not put, yep, we're only going to put this side on dimensionals because, again, we have 3 stacks of cardstock here. And so as I'm putting this down, it lays flat on this side with no dimensionals. If you put dimensionals, it's going to be more up on an angle and it won't be laying flat. So don't do that. We don't want to do that part. Okay. And this is going to go right here. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I'm going to tack it down a little bit up here at the top. I didn't want to do that ahead of time because I wasn't sure where it was going to be laying. And then finally our little hello, I think looks great right there. So grab your mini dimensionals again. You are watching me make cards with the beautiful gallery suite of products. And so one of the dies cuts out 2 frames in a solid rectangle with 1 pass. When you go into, when you watch the replay, which I'm sure you will see that part, okay? So anyway, it's tremendously helpful for this suite, but for lots of other things I'm sure you're going to make. Because who doesn't need a frame now and then? Okay, I'm just kind of holding that in place. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, of course, she needs some jewelry. And so, let me see if I have something new that you haven't seen yet that you might like to see on this. Of course, we have the Secret Sea and Cloud Cover gems. We'll take a look at those to see how they might look. We have these white starburst sequins. I don't know. Are they special enough? I think I like Cloud Cover. I like the Cloud Cover. So these will also be, this is one of the products you'll be receiving each month in the In Color kit. So each month you will get a specific color. So when you get your In Color kits, and I don't tell you which color you're getting in which month, do I, Jean? It's a surprise. So then when you open your kit, everything is the same color. It's beautiful. It takes your breath away. You go like this. Maybe you don't, but I do. When I have them all laid out on my counter, I am always like, It's one of the prettiest things I put together because it's just the same colors. And these colors, oh my goodness, they're so gorgeous. Where do I want this? I don't think I want it on the flowers. We're just going to put it, well, I cut that too small, and really that's fine. We're going to put it on the frame. And isn't that, I think that's a nice use of that paper. Finally, we do need an insert on this. We are going to use a little bit of this, right, Jenny? And then we could use that side too, but no, we're not going to. We will do that, and then that card will be ready to send. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. So I only want like 1/2 inch. Let's do 3/4. Yeah, that's good. 3/4 inch strip. This can go back for later. This will probably be one of those papers where I keep all the teeny tiny pieces and parts. I can see that. Oh gosh, so pretty. Or of course you can put it on the top or the bottom. I don't know. I want to see more of it. So we're going to put it along the edge like we did before in the little mini card. Okay. And trim the excess. Oh my goodness. Look. Yeah, that's beautiful. Every time I see these kind of papers, I start thinking about redoing my bedroom. And it's not that I want it this particular way or whatever, but so many of these papers have inspired me to like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want my bedroom to look like this. So funny. And I think it was Holly that said she loved the that one landscape with the house that I just showed. All the papers, Holly, are like, each one's prettier than the last. And thank you so much. She says, gorgeous card. You're my pal today, aren't you, Holly? Thank you so much. So look at these great, they're pretty flat. Let's see. See, they're pretty flat. You could definitely camouflage them in your envelope by putting a piece of cardstock over them. And they do have a definite iridescence, which I think is really pretty. So it's not like a full mirror image, but so, okay, here's like, I mean, I have just scratched the surface, trying to appreciate those beautiful papers. But rest assured, we'll be working with this more. So don't torture yourself. Just get the products and then you can work along with me, okay? You can teach me a thing or two. Okay, last Thursday's cards were, I cased myself, right? So you can go back and watch that video at any time on Facebook and YouTube. And so this was the original card I made a couple of years ago, and then I cased it, which I think it turned out like a great case and a fun card. And then this was a card, I made it, but it was Tammy Wilson, I think. She was an artisan. She might still be an artisan. She made this, and I loved it that I copied it. I didn't even like kind of use her design. I copied it, and I've never given it away. And so then I made this one, and I did just a little bit of work off camera for this one, but this was the, the case of the card. And I think they're both great. And these, I love this little stamp. This is just a stamp in the Delightful Wishes set. And again, these papers are from there. And I used die cuts from the textured notes. So we did sneak in some extra stuff. And finally, this paper, it's not, you can still get it. It's distressed gold and copper, I believe. And it's in the last chance, and it's discounted. So go over and get some. It's 12 by 12. And so again, you saw I had all sorts of little pieces and parts of that because it doesn't take much. And it's going to be great for when you die cut teas out of that on the go set I talked about earlier. It's going to be really fun for cutting out keys with that paper. So just keep that in mind. Keep this in mind. Oh la la. And please keep In Color Club in mind. As I said, registration link is posted in the description of this video. It also came out in my email earlier, and so you should be good to go if you would like it. You can register now, and I will not send you, and you do not have to pay until May 4th. So don't worry about trying to wait until you want to pay, because you don't have to pay until May 4th, even if you register right now. In fact, I won't take your money today per Stampin' Up! Policy. So there's nowhere that asks you for money in the In Club registration at this point. I will send you a separate invoice, okay? It's a little bit different than some of my other classes, but again, it's because I can't take money for that class yet, okay? All right, everyone. My gosh, this has been so fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll let you know how the pizza and the lunches turn out. All right. Have a great week. I will see you on Thursday. And if you're in my classes, I'll see you soon, guys, with my videos. I swear to you. Okay, over and out.